Hello everyone, I am back with another monthly spread in my monthly memory journal. I'll give you a quick look. So this is my journal. I just decorated the cover and I am so happy with how it turned out. I just can't stop looking at it. But in this book, I record my monthly memories, and I've been doing that since January 2025. So this is last year. I really enjoy flipping back through this and seeing what we did in each month. Last year was a big year for us as a family, and I'm really excited to see how this coming year and what will happen. So I did a video recording January. So this was last month, and this will be February. So this year I've decided to use these. I just created these on Photoshop. So I really like how bold these are, and I think always bringing a little bit of black, bold black into the spreads looks really nice. So I just cut this out. I anticipate my desk is going to be a big mess by the end of this session. I'm always hopeful that I clean up on the way, but it just sometimes never happens. Okay, so this is February. Now, being the month of love, I decided to go with maybe a pink and red theme. So I have pink here, I have a red marker, and I have all my photos for the month cut out. So basically how I like to prepare for this journal is I open a notes page in the notes section of my phone, and I really just record all of the main things that happen, including sometimes some of the movies that I've watched and books I've read and things like that. That goes in there as well. But it's really just the highlights, sometimes a low light. I don't know. That's up to you and what you want to document as well. But occasionally I might put in a low light as well, just to reflect what is really happening in the month. I just want to know what happened this month. What did we do? What was the main events? So once I've done that, at the end of the month, I also go through my camera roll on my phone, and I try and pick the photos that represent it best. So my favorite photos from the month, and then I print them all out and cut them out. I usually print them a lot smaller than what I think, because there's actually a lot that has to go on. This is like an A4 page basically. So once I've done that, I just sort of spread it out. I do have some headings, so I try and write some headings in the same sort of font every month as well. I'm trying to keep it relatively consistent, this album. However, if it evolves over time, that's okay. I might change things up from year to year, but at the moment, I like these headings that I'm using. So I printed a few of those out, and all I do is I first look to see what I've got, and then I also think about the background and the color theme that I'm going with. So this one is going to be pink and red. Now, I'm trying something new, and I'm a little bit nervous about it. My friend Ronnie, she always watches my videos, so shout out to you, Ronnie. And she gave me an idea to use these Caran d'Ache watercolor crayons, aquarelle. They're the Neocolor Aquarelle. They're water-soluble wax pastels. So what she did is she actually drew on the page and then used a baby wipe to sort of smudge it. So I'm going to do a little tester first because I'm really nervous. Inner parts that I could cover with this if I really wanted to. So let's give that a go first. I'm going to move this across. So she actually just created like a sort of like a cloud background. And I think I'll give it a go. I've got some baby wipes here, so I'm going to grab one. Being a mum of little ones, you always have these hanging around, which is good. Now, let's see. Now I might, if I get the red and a pink, let's start with that. All right. Okay, so I've just put the tiniest bit on here. Now, they should, because they're water soluble. Now, I feel like I'm taking a lot of it off. Maybe it's too wet. That's not exactly working how I want it to work. Replies back. So I've just tried it a little bit more. Maybe it does look a little bit better here. I'm not sure. So anyway, let's keep going. I actually think it could be a nice background, even as this. So maybe I will try it a little bit more. I feel like I was a little bit lighter with this, and I just used it to really wet, and then I kind of used my fingers a little bit more. I mean, I don't want to put so much water on it that it starts to wrinkle the paper. But I think that that is turning out a little bit better. Okay. So, February. Let's see what we can do here. Now, this is almost the length of that, so I might cut this. All right, let's go ahead. I have been experimenting about where I actually put the headings. See, this one I even put it over here. But I thought for this year, I'd try and keep it in the top corner. I think it just makes the most sense there. Okay, February is down on the page. I'm going to cut these out. Right, so I have cut the headings out. I think that that's all I need, but we'll see how it turns out. Sometimes I forget a few. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to lay everything out where I want it to be, or I'm thinking it will be, and then I may go in. I am actually really liking how that's looking now. I think I was just a little bit nervous at first, and I may put a little bit more of this backing paper, maybe in this corner along here to frame it a little bit more. So I might actually do that in this corner. I just rip this. Okay, so of course I did miss a few things out, so I'm just going to cut out these pieces. Okay, so I also cut out these ones. These are from the Cat Collage Club, and as part of her Valentine's collection or February collection. So now I'm just going to decide. So I'm thinking I might do some more of this background along the Valentine's Day area. So I might just move this out the way. I actually think I may swap these over. I'm not too sure. Okay, so I think I'm liking how this is turning out now, so I'm going to actually start sticking some things down and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I've stuck down this page except for this. This is my Year of the Horse. So I'm really going with a cat collage theme this month. A lot of her stickers just work for my journaling, so I'm really grateful to have her artwork for this project this month. Now, there is usually some stories that don't have a picture that I might want to write about. So sometimes it's good to have a little blank space like this, and I can create a border with some markers and explain it there. So what I'll do now is I'll just finalize this half of the page, but I think I really like how this has turned out so far. So let's see. I usually have a section as well that's a bit of a mishmash. And that's why I just put this section as around here. And I try and put all of the random events, like just happy snaps that I take throughout the month that's reminding me. The only thing is I have something to say about this one. Maybe I'll change these over, but the top two one. Okay. Oh, that's upside down. And sometimes I'll just write some little notes in. Okay. It's not the best photo of this. My food. I went to my sister's house and she made so yummy fresh pasta. Ugh. I love it when she makes fresh pasta. She just whips it up so quickly as well. Okay. I was thinking I could also stamp. So I have a stamp set here by Syncopation Design, and I don't know whether, because I watched Bridgerton, I don't know whether to put on there like one more episode because we just binged that. I think that that's the best one on here. Or I could put Let's Make Popcorn up the top. I really love her stamp sets. And then I also had this general one from Everyday Explorers, which sometimes fills in some blank spaces on the page, but I think we will see where we're at after. Maybe the little dots are cute. So there's a few there that we could use. All right, so I have stuck everything down now. I tell you, when I put the watercolor on, it did buckle my page just a little bit. Hopefully if I put this on there, it will settle down a bit. But let's see. I probably should have done a little bit up here, and I still think I may. Actually, let's just do it. Just to tie in some of those colors. Okay, so once I do some writing over that, I think that would look good. So let's see. Decided to use this A Taste of Perfection here. I think that's a really good one, or I could just do Super Yummy. Do A Taste of Perfection because it will give that area a bit more definition. I think it needs something a little bit darker. And I also wanted to put Simple Joys here, but they've got Tiny Joys with the love heart, or Simple Joys here. Do some writing here instead of stamping. I could stamp there. Maybe I could stamp here. So I have this stamp set, which is Everyday Explorers. I could stamp Community here. Which I think works really nicely with the journaling meetup. Or I could do group photo and keep it a little bit cleaner because the community one is really big. But I could still fit something underneath there if I wanted to. I think I'm going to go with the community underneath there if I wanted to. I think I'm going to go with the community. So now I just have to write a few things. So I think I will go through and write a few notes about each thing. And then we'll see what blank space we have left and how I can fill it with stickers, some washi. I do have like some little, see, this would tie in nicely. and it could fill some spaces, but we will see. Okay, so I filled out the majority of writing here. Now what I'm going to do is create some extra boxes that I can add a couple more stories. And I don't exactly even know what stories are going to go in there, but I'm going to go back through my daily journal, and that always triggers some more memories that need to be documented. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. is my February monthly memories page. I think I'm really happy with how this month turned out. I'm usually a lot happier when things look cohesive in a particular color compared to, I feel like even this one had too many colors going on. This one was okay, and I love this one because I just think the greens, there were so many greens that I used and it all sort of worked together really well. And I like how it turns out much more than the free-for-all colors, or when there's too many colors mixed in. So all in all, I'm really happy with how February came together. And are you doing any sort of monthly journaling? Please let me know if you are. I think it is an excellent way of memory keeping without spending too much time journaling. So it's a great option if you're just getting started, you're wanting to memory keep, but you don't have time to capture absolutely everything. This is a really low stakes way to keep track of everything that's happened throughout the months of your year. So there you are. I'm happy I've completed this, and I will be coming back in here in March to document again. So I'll see you then. Bye.